Welcome everyone to this exclusive NRG with Indie Retro news, and this is the beta version of Toki GGP on the Amstrad CPC. This is a very impressive looking game indeed, and we're going to take a look at the first level. Now this is a beta version, this is the first level of the game, which has been developed by the French outfit, I believe, of Amstrad GGP, Jack & Co. Done a very fine job here. Really good stuff of the arcade classic, of course, by Tam. I think it's Tam, is it? Later acquired by Mitchell Corp. I know that. So yeah, this is about the old monkey scenario. Man gets transformed into a monkey and got to go and rescue the damsel in distress. This was a very good arcade actually. I really enjoyed the arcade back in the day of this game, and it's nice to see an Amstrad version. There's lots of reasons why, because this was touted as being a port for the Amstrad GX4000 console back in the day, and apparently a level was completed. The first level, in fact, was completely done and finished, but unfortunately the requirements of the game would have needed a bigger cartridge, would have needed more memory in the cartridge to be released. Unfortunately at the time, Ocean apparently said, no, we are not going to spend money on a bigger chip in the Amstrad GX4000 cartridge for release of this game, and subsequently the game was canned, which is a damn shame, because at the time when we saw screenshots in Amstrad Action and such like, it looked amazing, really good. But resurrected as it were is now Toki on the Amstrad CPC, and this will run on a 6128K machine. So it possibly will run on a 464 with memory upgrade, but certainly will run on a 6128, that's for damn sure. So it's the original CPC hardware this is running on, and my word, it's a great job. It's a really good job. Like I said, this is work in progress, so let's not be too harsh a judge. It's still work in progress, and so this is the first level that's been coded in completion, and it's still got a few little teething problems, a few little bugs here and there. But hey, let's talk about the positives, shall we? Firstly, these amazing graphics. These graphics are pretty much top notch, high-end Amstrad CPC stuff indeed. Really good stuff. The screenshots from the old GX4000 rumoured version back in the day looked a lot sharper than this and a lot smoother, especially with the sprite smoothing that the Amstrad GX4000 could do. But I tell you what, for a standard Amstrad, these are really good graphics. They're really good. Loads of animation going on the screen, really lovely backdrops, lots of colour, good depth to the levels as well. Look at that animation on them leaves, really good. Lots of sprite movement, hardly any slowdown. There is a bit now and then, but we'll get to that in a sec. I do really like the backgrounds, so the backgrounds are particularly glorious. Sprites really well done, nicely drawn, excellently animated. Old Toki himself. But I tell you what, I can't get over the speed of it. It's really quick. It's quick, agile, and very responsive to the controls. Maybe a bit too touchy now and then on the controls, maybe a bit too touchy, but it does what it says it does. You want to fire in that direction, diagonally, upside down, jump, 2-button control as well, excellent stuff there. Here, this slows down a bit here because there's a lot of work going on there with this very impressive looking sort of fire-breathing robot jobby thing going on. Nice screen thump as well. Lovely little special effect there. Yep, you've got to forgive a little bit of slowdown there, but again, look at the animation in the background. Massive, great boulder sprite there. Really good stuff. Yes, graphically, I mean, look at the depth in the background there. That is so nice. No clashing on the sprites either. Yeah, lots of animation going on. Nice, clear, and HUD as well. Look at the HUD at the bottom. Really gloriously drawn. Excellent stuff. It really is. And like I say, graphically it looks the ticket. It looks, I mean, this is a high-end game at the best of times if it was released back in the day for sure. Little bit of sprite tearing there, a little bit of scroll tearing. It does have the slide scrolling, sometimes known as slide scrolling, sometimes known as, I want to call that. I would call it slide scrolling, shift scrolling. Sometimes people call it the nutty spider here. It does have that feature going on, which is a bit of a shame because it does have the unfortunate side effect of the fact that enemies will be spawning immediately on the next screen. You're not sure where they are. So that is something maybe that needs to be ironed out. I don't know, maybe you could learn to live with that. You can actually, because I'm playing through this level and you do learn to live with that. And predictable where the sprites will be, where the enemy sprites will be, should I say. Look at that, you can even fire off a vine. Oh, off screen as well, that's fantastic. Oh, I got skewered by a ghost. Very strict time limit, very tough as well. The original arcade was pretty tough as well. I've definitely kept the difficulty stages up. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Or in this case, the monkey in the room. That music. Wow. Now, that music is some of the finest work I've heard on the AY chip. That guy just stormed through me. Shoot that guy. There we go. Good. Yeah, this music is really lovely. This is glorious music. I love the beat bass line that they've managed to generate out of the AY chip here. This is really good. Can we kill this guy? No! It's tough. This is tough as nails. I've got to say, it's tough as nails. And this is only the first level. So we'll have another go. Start from the title screen. Let's have another go. You notice there it says Amstradians and Zypho on the title screen there. This is a beta version that was exclusive, live streamed by my good buddy Zypho. Go and check his channel out. I'll leave a link in the description box, of course. And also it was associated with Amstradian's Facebook website, indeed. Hence why it's got those. This is beta version 21. There is another version out this day. This video is being published on Christmas Day, and there is another version, a newer version of the first level out today on Christmas Day. So please, I will leave a link in the description box for the Amstrad GGP website. You can go and download it directly from there. So it's more of the same, what you expect, just a few of the glitches sort of ironed out, maybe. They're always working on improvements to this. I'm not sure when the full release is due. I'm guessing it's going to be sometime mid-2020 for the full release of this. But at the moment, this, as far as this preview review goes, this is what I've got. And my word, I'm impressed so far. I'd say a little bit of tweaking on maybe some of the controls, a little bit of tweaking on certainly some of the scrolling and some of the enemy sprite behaviour. But apart from that, the graphics are unbelievably glorious. It moves so well. It responds really well. But I think personally, my personal highlight, apart from the graphics being absolutely glorious, my personal highlight of this is the audio. I think the audio is incredible on this. The soundtrack is one, but also the sound effects as well going on, overlaid on the audio on the soundtrack. Wicked. I just think that is an excellent feat. I always love when developers can really blend sound effects and music together in an Amstrad game. It shows some skill to do that and patience, unlike me when I'm constantly dying on this first level. But yeah, really appreciate the work that's gone into the audio on this. Really do, because it's really lovely. Sounds great. And I can't wait for the full release of this. To imagine all the levels of a full Toki game. And like I say, this is I would guess it's inspired from the GX4000 idea that was in development, but this is showing no code. This is completely developed from the ground up. No code developed, no code should we say stolen or borrowed from that version that was developed for the 6128 Plus or the GX4000. This is completely built and coded from the ground up by Jack and everyone at Amstrad GGP. So that in itself is very impressive as well. Look at that waterfall in the background. That's really good stuff. I tell you what, 2019 has been really kind to the Amstrad. We've had Pinball Dreams, we've had Chi-Man, we've had some good stuff this year. All the stuff from Retro Dev. Yeah, we've had some great games this year, and this is promising to be another cracker. Of course, we've had the Tempter for Sonic GX as well, and the GX4000 itself. Yeah, we're looking at good stuff on the Amstrad coming 2020, I guarantee you. But as a preview, I'm showing you this now. This does look glorious. I'm sure any Amstrad and 8-bit fan would agree. It looks great. It really does. The only 8-bit port that Toki ever got actually was on the C64, which was apparently not bad, but not great at the same time. So it's nice to see this game on an 8-bit platform again, especially done in this sort of with this finesse and this style. It's very slick, Let's see, I love all these little animation touches, flashing icon, power up icon there. Really, really nice stuff. So yes, I can't wait to see the full version of this when it's out, and I would gladly pay money for this, and a physical version would be utterly wonderful, wouldn't it? So thank you for joining me on this Christmas day and watching my preview review of Toki GGP on the Amstrad CPC in exclusive premiere, should I say, with ND Retro News. Cheers guys, and I'll see you in the new year. Novabug, out. Hey, Novabug here. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please support the channel by liking and commenting, and of course subscribing if you haven't already done. If you would like to support me further, please consider joining my Bug Army via Patreon. And also don't forget to follow me over at Facebook, Twitter, BitChute and Twitch. And finally, a very special mention to my Bug Army generals Sam M, Sweet Nanook and Craig Harrison. Thank you everyone for supporting me. Novabug out.